Hello, my name is Ethan Aleman. This is my individual SWOT analysis. Please bear with me. The positioning on my screen as well as the camera is a little off, so I might be looking in a couple different directions. But now for my introduction, I currently work in the oil and gas industry. However, I do also have experience in the food and beverage, technology, and hospitality industries as well. A couple of fun facts about me is I began bartending at the age of 18. I was a trainer for about 10 years, all while working an extra part-time job in multiple other industries, just kind of become a jack of all trades. Another fun fact is that I am fluent in both English and Spanish. Now, whenever it comes to my strengths, I have strong communication skills. A lot of the positions that I've held in the past have been sales and leader related or leadership roles, to where being able to have strong communication skills have been contributed highly to the success of the position. Another strength that I have is that I am a self-starter with strong initiative intuition. Whenever I look at a business or a business model, I like to look at it from an overview perspective or the business as a whole. I try to see what I have in my control that I can kind of help out with, or what's in my skill set that I can kind of assist without needing to be told. Another strength that I have is that I am a fast learner and a quick thinker. A lot of times it'll only take me a few times in order to get the concept on how to complete a task. And then every time after that, I'm always trying to find out how I can become more efficient or see if there's any other ways I can do the task as well as juggling with another task, or, multitask. I apologize. When it comes to my weaknesses, one of them is that I have bad time management with detail-oriented projects. A lot of times, if it's a multi-task project or where it has different stages or steps, I can get lost in the details of how to complete it. And then I tend to second guess myself a lot, which leads into my second weakness, which is I do lack confidence in certain choices, and I often overthink or second guess my intuition. And a lot of times I do like to, game plan and think out how I'm going to complete this task successfully and most efficiently. But in doing so, I often second guess my own intuition. And as opposed to just working towards the task for completion, I do waste a little bit of time trying to understand how I might complete it efficiently. My third weakness is that I do tend to take on more work than I can manage, and a lot of times I do spread my attention thin. Now, I enjoy multitasking, and I'm a very I do enjoy working under pressure. So that being said, I often take on a little bit more work than is needed, and a lot of times that can also hinder my work performance. When it comes to the opportunities, now I do have experience as a trainer, and I can teach individuals on multiple learning styles. Being a trainer in the food and beverage industry, you really do get to meet a wide variety of individuals. And with that does come multiple learning styles and people of all ages and demographics. So I definitely feel like that strength would be a very good opportunity in the future career industry that I'm looking for. Another opportunity is that I do have extensive training in communication and sales. And if in any industry, you're going to have some sort of communication related roles, or as well as sales, in order to drive revenue for the business. And these two skills can contribute to many successful international business career paths. Another opportunity that I do have is I have a wide variety of experience in multiple industries. And a lot of those industries have a large presence in US exports. Items such as technology, oil and gas, food, and commodities. These are ranked amongst the top 10 of US exports. So I could really utilize that experience to try to find me a very secure role in an ever growing industry. Now, a few threats that I do have is individuals that focus on one industry can have a little bit more technical experience that would be valuable to employers. On my resume, I have worked at many different jobs and for different periods of time, which certain things are interchangeable to where they could definitely be marketable. However, as in contrast against an individual who has been in that industry for 10, 15, 20 years, it's a little bit harder to sell that idea to employers. Now, another threat that I do have is individuals of my age demographic can have higher levels of education and also be more marketable. I didn't start going back to college till I was 26. I'm now 32. Uh, and so even though I did get a late start to the game, I definitely feel like I'm putting a foot in the right direction. However, the reality of it is there are individuals at my same age or even younger that have a little bit more education and can then be a more valuable asset to those companies. Now, another thread that I do have is I have multiple job experiences, and this can be potentially discouraging to employers as it can show that I do have a lack of commitment to a company. Uh, but when I was growing up, I was always told, if you didn't make enough money, worked another job. And up until I went back to school, it was very often for me to work two or three jobs just to kind of pass time by. And all those that did contribute to the skill sets that I do have, it doesn't really look the best on a resume. Now, some of my goals that I do have, short term, I do wish to complete my bachelor's degree and then also begin my master's degree. I did start this at a late stage in the game, but I do believe that, and when you're investing in yourself and pursuing education, it's never too late to start putting your foot in the right direction. And that being said, the part of life fulfillment that I do want, I will be pursuing a master's degree and potentially even a doctorate if in business, if so be. Another goal that I have for midterm is that I wish to find a company that will help me focus on creating a lifelong career and trying to acquire a position that will allow me to travel to various countries and connect with different individuals. One of the main benefactors to me going back to school was I did want to travel and I did enjoy connecting with people. So I would like to use those two motivators to try to find a career that I really enjoy being in. One of my long-term goals is that I wish to become financially stable and independent so that I can focus on life fulfillment and family obligations. A lot of times in the positions that I worked previously, I've had to put work before uh, anything personally or anything with family just because I didn't make enough money to take that time off, or that industry didn't allow or offer any kind of PTO or benefits to where you could freely take that time. So I would like to become a little bit financially stable. That way I can start creating my own family and then even help take care of the family that I currently have. Yeah, so now in conclusion, although I did begin pursuing my education at a later stage in life, I have obtained many marketable skills from the various industries that I've worked in. And all of these skills can help me become an asset to a potential employer, as opposed to, an individual coming right out of college with no job experience. I definitely do feel I have an upper hand in that aspect. Now, another area is that when identifying my weaknesses and threats, it does give me areas to focus on fortifying so that I can have rebuttals to counteract the areas that I might be lacking. It's a really good thing to help identify those weaknesses and threats. That way you have a little bit better understanding of how you can grow and then even then to set goals, which leads me into my third conclusion. Is whenever you identify those opportunities and goals, it can help give you an outline for future progress. And with that, it can help you make milestones that are obtainable so that it doesn't seem like it's an impossible project. But this has been my SWOT analysis. I do thank you for giving me the opportunity to help, I guess, overlook myself and reflect on who I am currently, where I want to be, and then how I can be that individual. And I do look forward to any future assignments we have.